So we have inflation, which affects every facet of our life. And it doesn't matter where you are in any part of the world, whether you're on the other side of the world or whether you're not. It's affecting us on a daily basis. It's affecting everything that we buy, inflation. We really do. We see it in our food, the food that we eat. We see it in the gasoline. We see it in the price of a vehicle. We see it in non-goods. We see it everywhere, you all. We see inflation everywhere. And let me hop over here because I don't think that, we don't have a single comment being allowed up the screen right now. We got 40 people watching, and not one single comment is being allowed on this thing right here. Oh, so now we got in a comment. Annie, hello, you all. Yeah, I want you all to see. I don't know why the slow response from the YouTube thing itself, but oh well, right? Oh well. And if I have to come on here and I have to say we don't see any comments, I'll do it if I have to do it. It doesn't matter really in the big scope of life. In the big scope of life, because this needs to be talked about, you all. When you want to go buy anything like a thing of hamburger, this lady was saying, my husband came back from the grocery and this lady was saying, look at this row of hamburger, it's $12. Just for a little bitty like row or pack of hamburger meat. I don't know what type it was, but everything is on the rise. Meat literally is on the rise. Hello, everyone. Your Dollar Tree store is now a $1 quarter tree. Christina, I heard that they were going to do that. I really did. You refresh and now you can see the comments. Let me see if I refresh. What happens if I refresh this right here? Whoa, we're going to blink out. Okay, we still the same. Oh no, I messed it up, you all. Okay, no, they brought me back on. They brought us all on. Hello there, Mystic Rose. Yeah, so the food prices, they're all over the place. You've been storing your food. Yeah, if you started a long time ago, like a couple years ago, and started like getting a couple canned goods little by little, when you go to the store, then you could have a lot of extra food, really, to be quite honest, a lot of extra. Yeah, we don't eat too much meat anymore here either. We've been eating a lot of vegetables. Yeah. Arg. Gina, buy silver. No, see the thing with this, let me tell you something about this. Okay, this is on me. Let me tell you something about this. When they say, okay, buy silver, buy gold, buy precious metals, the thing is, you've got to have somebody who wants that gold that you got or who wants that silver that you got. So if I'm desperate for food and I don't have any food, but yet you have a bunch of gold and you have a bunch of silver, but you don't have no food and I don't have no gold or no silver, it's not going to be too good of a deal. Or tell me that, I'm going to want something that I could use, quite honestly. I really am, because that gold ain't going to look too good to me, or that silver, if I don't have anybody that I can literally, who's going to be willing to exchange their food for that gold and silver, because you got to find somebody. When it comes right down to it, if you got that stuff and you don't have the basic necessities that you need to survive, or even like garden tools or something, or protection, things that protect you, your gold and your silver ain't going to go far at all. It's not. I, for one, no way. I wouldn't even, I don't do it. I really don't. If you want to know the honest truth, I don't. Because I wouldn't trade anybody for that. I wouldn't. I'd want to have food. If my family needed food, and if I had food and I knew I didn't have enough food to last, and somebody wanted to give me some gold for some food, I don't, and if I didn't have enough for my family, I'd say, no, I'm sorry, you're going to have to keep your gold. You're going to have to keep your silver, because How's that gonna make me live? How's that gonna make me survive? I can't eat it. I can't eat it, you all. I can't. Um, I can't even use it for that matter. All of that, you all. I mean, for people who want to buy that, and if you can find people to trade with you, if you've got that, so be it. But for the average person, I would encourage you to get something tangible that you can use, that you can put to use, you all. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm sorry about that. I am sorry about that. Yeah, so no, I'm not going to buy no gold and I'm not going to buy no silver. If I've got a family, which I do, I want to feed them. I want to be able to feed them. So I'm going to have some food on hand. I'm going to have some water. And if I have to grow my own garden and I don't have, like, say, the garden tools that I want, you know what I'm going to do? If I know somebody has some garden tools, but they're low on food or something else that I have, I'm going to barter with them to get what I need, okay? To get what I need, and that's what a lot of other people are going to do. Survival of the fittest is going to kick in, your survival instinct, that reptilian part of your brain in the back there. They do, you know, we got a reptilian part of our brain, they said. That's what science says, that literally kicks into survival mode. And that's what you're going to do. The game will be survive. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my goodness gracious. That's right, Christina. That's right, you all. I mean, I don't got nothing against it for people who want to invest in silver and gold and precious metals. But in a time of emergency, that's all I'm going to say about it. That's all I'm going to say. Give me some food. Give me some food and give me some tools so that I can work with my hands. And if I need shelter, if you got a tent, give me a tent. Okay. And I'll make the best of what I've got. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about, you all of that right there. Oh my goodness gracious. Yes, you all. So look at this right here. So we got this techno charger. It was just published today. Food prices are reportedly expected to rise again in January. Yeah, that's true. They're expected to rise again in January. And you know, let's just face it. Inflation really, we all know that the inflation is much higher than what it is reported by the government. Okay, we know it is. We do. We go to the store, we see the prices are on an increase. Okay, they are. And just like you said, the Dollar Tree, Christina, $1.25 tree. Yeah. So who would have thought that a canned goods, like a can of soup, is like $1 something. A can of soup is $1 something. I feel like I gotta sneeze and I don't want to sneeze. Oh, yeah. So let's look at this, you all. If you think your grocery bills are high, wait until next month. Oh, I like this. Highlighted it in red. Isn't that pretty? Wait till next month. A fresh wave of supermarket price hikes is expected to begin in January. Oh, now get this, you all. Raising prices anywhere from 2% to 20% on a slew of staples. Now, they got that right. Pasta is a staple. Condiments, soups, cookies, produce, dairy products, and meats, according to report. Well, that's practically everything, you all. That is practically everything. Now, we know that pasta is pretty cheap. There is some pasta that people can't get. There are some food products that you can't really get. And the ones that you can, they got limits on them, is what I heard. Yes. Yeah, you can grow your own food, but you know, the thing with that is, here's what happened with the grow your own food thing. Let me talk about this. The grow your own food thing. So you grow your own food, okay, and say you want to can your food. If you don't have canning jars and lids to go with them, how are you going to can your own food? You better learn how to dehydrate it, which you can. You can dehydrate stuff in a vehicle if you got sunlight and heat with it all closed up. Doing it the right way. However, you have to look it up. You can dehydrate your food, or how did they do it back in the olden days? How did they, you all? You got to have food that you grow, and you want to store your food. if you can't find the jars you need or the lids you need, which they were literally in a big short supply, people were buying them up as fast as they came on the shelves during the growing season. I live out in the country, and I can tomatoes and stuff and peppers and whatever else I can, and it was hard to find certain types of jars. It really was. So it is going to be difficult. It is. And, I had all this fruit from my trees, the apples and stuff. That took a lot of canning jars and a lot of preparation. You got to have the, see, that's another thing. If you want to grow your own food and somebody's got extra water bath canners or pressure cookers or jars, and you want to barter, you better have something to trade with them so you can do your canning. And, you better have you some. If you ain't got no electricity or nothing, you got to have a way to start a fire. You've got to have candles. You got to have matches or a lighter or one of those flint sticks that you make your own fire. It's going to be rough. I live in Amish territory, and they work hard. 99% of the Amish they don't got no meat on their body. They don't. They work and work and work and work. All day long and into the night. They know how to live off the land. They do, and they just ride their horse and buggies. So we don't got no horse and buggy, so you better have a bicycle. All of that kind of stuff. I've got distracted, you all. I'm sorry about that. 30 years of green medicine, fruit, vegetables, physical manifestation of sunlight, and LED in your case. Yes. So we got soaring inflation, a rate of 6.8 as of November, the highest rate of increase in 39 years. You know it's more than 6.8%. It's bound to be more than 6.8% because some products are excluded. Okay, some products are excluded, and there's products in the store. Let me tell you about this. There's some products in the store that you see have literally doubled in price. So that should say 68% is what it should say, because let's talk about gas. Gas is practically doubled. Sometimes in some places it's tripled is what it's done. Okay, it shows no signs of slowing down, with major food manufacturers preparing to raise their prices once again, according to Wall Street Journal. And then, I think they've got the value added tax. I'm sure that has been slipped in, the value added tax. Let's see about it. If they're going to pull it up, the value added tax. So look at this. This is a value added tax. It's known in some countries as a good and service tax. It's the type of tax that is assessed incrementally. It is levied on the price of a product or service at each stage of production, distribution, or sale to the end consumer. So this is really going to get a lot of people. If that value added tax kicks in from the person who grows the crop, to where it goes off to the other people, the people who can your product and stuff, and to the grocery store, they're all going to have to pay that value added tax. That's on top of inflation. It really is. So we saw that, but let's look at this right here. So the present supply chains, this is something too. The present supply chain disruptions and increasing labor costs are a major factor in the increases. And what happens when we have, what's going to happen when we have another, what do they call that? Another great resignation. The year of great resignation, the month of the great resignations, in January, the great resignation. They're going to call it the Great Resignation. People are going to change their minds. They're going to leave their jobs, and they're just going to go venture off into the great unknown. So then you ain't going to have those people in whatever areas of society. There'll be a lot of them in retail. You just name it. You just pick an area. They're just going to change their mind, and they're going to resign from their jobs. And that's going to affect everybody. It is, it's going to have a trickle-down effect. Okay, that's what it's going to do. Let me put this back to me. So let's look at this. So Kraft Heinz, which makes Oscar Mayer lunch meats, Kraft macaroni and cheese, and Jell-O pudding. Oh, wow, you know that? They told the retailers that they are planning to raise some of their items by as much as 20%. Wow. On a memo. Look at that. On a memo. Yes, hydroponics. You know what? Let's talk about this hydroponics too. My daughter wanted a hydroponics for Christmas. So that's what she got. She got her a hydroponics. Even though we got this greenhouse out here, this hydroponics, you can make it yourself out of PVC pipe. You can. You read up on it. You can make your own hydroponics. And you can get it going. You don't have to be nothing fancy. It doesn't. But you know, we've already ate, let's see, 4 great big gigantic salads out of it. 4 great big gigantic salads. They say that when you pick your greens right then and there, they have all the nutrients in it, and you know, it tastes so much different than the grocery stores when you get lettuce and stuff. You know, you can even get a planter box and grow it yourself too. You don't need hydroponics, but you can do it. You can grow your own vegetables and stuff, especially for salads and things. And you got the dandelions out there in the yard. You got a lot of beneficial food, weeds and grass and stuff that you can eat too. You can do it. You can make it. You can make it as long as you got that survival instinct kicking in, and you've got help. You got help from God. You got help from your neighbors. You got help, and you got a positive attitude. You're going to make it. You're going to make it. You are. Don't give up. No matter what happens, don't give up. If you have to go out there and pick those dandelions, the dandelion leaves, and make you a salad, and or the dandelion, the yellow flowers, and eat it, that's going to taste really good. It really is. It tastes really good. I've done it. I've ate it. There's a lot of things you can eat. You just got to improvise. Yeah. So the average price of Heinz products will be 5%. And the company told the Journal that adding some products like the Grey Poupon mustard, why are you going to make your mustard increase to 6 to 13%? Because its production costs have risen by 22%. I wonder if they put that value added tax in that. I really wonder if they did. Hello there, Bang Bang Maka Bang. You had come on in here. Yes, you did, and that's wonderful. Now, just don't be texting and driving, Bang Bang. Yes, that's right. You are. Yes, cantaloupe. So we got, what's this? Mondelez International makes snacks including Oreo cookies, Ritz crackers. They will increase by 6% to 7% in January, the company said last month. And you know about these crackers, they don't last long. The crackers don't last long like they used to. They've put something in it. You know, and really, if you think about it, when the people came out of Egypt and they were hungry, God caused manna to fall from heaven. Okay, he did, manna. And you know what happened? What happened was they were to gather it, okay, gather what they needed. But then some of them gathered more than what they needed, and guess what happened to the extra that they gathered? It went bad. It went bad. Okay, so they couldn't do it, you all. So there really is a saying that he who gathered much did not have too much, and he who gathered little did not have too little. You'll get exactly what you are meant to get, okay? And someone's excess may supply you in your time of need, okay? And vice versa, you all. We're going to have to lean on one another in times like this. We really are. We're going to have to be there, your neighbors and stuff, if you are hospitable to them, if you talk to them and stuff. You might see communities thriving. You really may. Communities thriving and coming together more so as the months and years passed. That's right. It'd be great because they can't break that bond. They really can't, as long as you don't let them. Don't let them break that bond that humanity has. We can't let them do it, you all. That's right. We cannot let them do it. Look at this. So there's like a shortage of aluminum goods. Other manufacturers, including Campbell's Soup and General Mills, makers of Cheerios, have also warned they will be raising their prices of goods in January, but they have not disclosed what the price will be. Well, if you think about, when I went with my daughter to the store the other day, they had a box of cereal. And it might have been one of those brands. It was this skinny. It was so skinny. It was literally It was about the width of my glasses is what it was. It was about this width right here of my control. Well, it's not about the size. That's how the width of that cereal box was. It was this skinny. And you know, it used to be, I'll tell you how wide it used to be. It used to be about this wide. Cereal boxes used to literally be about that wide, and now they're down to about like this. This is how skinny the cereal boxes are now. They're just like about this skinny, and you could get a great big family size box of cereal that was this wide. You all, I kid you not, and you know it. If you went in there and you want to get some cereal, they just shot the prices through the roof, and they shrunk the product. Boom, they shrunk it just like that is what they did. I can't really see too well without my glasses, but that's what they did. Yes, they did. They did it all like that, you all. So let's look at this screen. This is a very interesting article, and it's a very important subject because, you know, we can when we go to the store get a few extra canned goods, get something that you like to eat. Okay, but look at this. She don't look too happy here. She has to try to decide. Oh my goodness. Look at all of this. Look how skinny the aisles are, and you're liable to see if something really bad did happen. You know, I don't know if the food would last that long on the shelves anyway, you all. So it says consumers have been walloped by high food costs, according to the data, and the food at home index. I didn't know they had a food at home index at all. I didn't. Includes grocery stores, rose 6.4% over the past 12 months, with proteins, including beef, poultry, fish, and eggs, increasing by 13%. And you know, that's the thing. If you got your own chickens, you got to have feed for your chickens, okay? And if they can't grow your feed because of lack of fertilizer or something like that, then what are you going to feed your chickens, okay? If they got to eat, I guess they can roam around and eat bugs and stuff and grass or whatever they can find. But yeah, even the price of feed for your pets and or your animals is going to get hard to find. It is. And then the farmers with this fertilizer and stuff, I don't know if they're going to find whatever they need to find. And then if they're being paid not to, you know, well, you can plant your food, but then it can't make its way into the hands of the consumer. That's what I'm saying. It can't make its way into the hands of the consumer, which is kind of sad. So, because they get subsidized. The price hikes are now changing how consumers shop, with some less expensive meats. Well, less expensive meats like chicken and ground chuck, that's not less expensive. Now, wait a minute. Am I reading this wrong? And other items that have risen dramatically. Okay. Changing how consumers shop, with people choosing less expensive meats. Is ground chuck less? I don't think ground chuck is less. You all, that ground chuck costs a lot of money if you eat it. You know, sometimes, and you don't know what you're eating. You don't know what you're eating at times. If you get that hamburger meat or something, or say like you get ground chuck or something like that, it don't taste right. It doesn't. The meat tastes different. What if, and you know they're popping them up all over the place, plant-based meat. Okay, plant-based factories and all this kind of stuff you're going to eat, plant-based and or insect-based protein. And you'll never know it. You'll get used to it one day. You will. Yeah, you'll get used to it. That's all right, you all. That's okay. You got to laugh at it. You really do got to laugh at it. You can get used to it, but it's not very nice. The price hikes are now changing. Okay, we already did that. And other items have risen dramatically, or they've been foregoing certain items altogether, according to the publication. And retailers, there's that cereal that is so skinny. The retailers are pushing back, you all. Yes, that's right. The retailers are pushing back right there. They are. So let's look at this. And it's kind of hard. And you know, here's what I noticed. I did notice something about ramen noodles. When I did go to the store with my daughter. The ramen noodles, that case of ramen noodles, I think it's $2.68 or it could even be 3 something for a case. I don't know how many's in it, but it didn't used to be that expensive. It didn't. It's like risen by at least maybe a third for ramen noodles over the past year or so. Let's see this. Yeah. Now let's be respectful to each other in your comments. You know, you can share how you feel, but please be respectful and don't be derogatory. Okay, don't be derogatory. Okay, we don't want to be derogatory. Yes, so let's look at this, you all. So come on now. So they're trying to decide what they want to get. Look at this. The largest supermarket, Kroger, is delaying when their price increase takes effect. Oh, did you all know that? Kroger is delaying when their price increases take effect, and they're challenging the manufacturers on the rate of increase. Stuart Atkin, chief merchant of the food chain. Where are Kroger's located? I know that we have Kroger's here where I'm at in the Midwest, at least in this region where I'm at, the Louisville metropolitan area. We have a Kroger's here, and they're in small stores and they're in great big stores and all of that. Do y'all got a Kroger's on, like, is it literally all over the United States, the Kroger's? That's what I would think. They just bought cash. They bought back cash and their self-checkout in your town, and they were pulling the fake coin. Oh, that's right. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you all have them. See, everybody's got Kroger. And then they do got some good products. They do. They got them. I rarely go to it. Kroger stores. We can look out where the Kroger stores are located. If we can do an image. Well, no, I really can't really see much. I want to see Kroger stores map, national map. Let me look at this, nationwide map. Well, there you go, you all. This is where all the Kroger stores. Ahode. I've never heard of Ahode. It reminds me like that song, Let Me Tell You About Ahab, the Arab, the Sheik of Burning Sand. So, Ahode, Dihelaz. Wow, that's really interesting. I just wanted to know where all the family Kroger stores are, and here you can see them right here. These are all the family Kroger stores right here. Where are they? Louisville, Michigan, I guess it is. That's really interesting. Yeah. Amazon grocery stores. No employees. Oh my goodness, Mystic Rose. You know, when I worked at Amazon, I did work at Amazon for around 1 year. They were getting some food products in their little yellow bins. When you go to the yellow bins and stuff, you go storing those. I was a storer. You stick the stuff in the yellow bins. They had some food products, so they had a lot of like vitamins and stuff like that they used too. But I'm supposed to be reading this right here. So, taking price increases is never a good outcome. You know, because you know what's going to happen if a store is forced to raise their prices. That's going to push consumers away. They're not going to think. They're going to think, well, I can't afford this. Look where this came from. Look at this. I want to show you this. This caption right here is by the. You know where that's from? Right there. You know who that is? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I can say nothing. Okay, and this article, you know, they have denial of responsibility. So yeah, they have arranged it. All of this is educational purposes only, and it's good. It's educational research and stuff. You take it for whatever. Do your own research, you all. You can do your own research on inflation by physically walking into the grocery store. Is what you can do. You can physically walk into your grocery store, and or you can physically watch. You can physically walk into your department store. Okay, and let's face it, undergarments. One undergarment will cost a woman depending on what it is, or a man, maybe $5. Okay, it might. And a pair of socks. Look how expensive socks have gotten. Socks have gotten really expensive too. Articles of clothing. And really, so I had to buy a little spade. And the spade was only maybe 4 feet in height. That spade, I'm thinking that spade was like $30 for a spade shovel. Yeah, and like a little hand thing, a hatchet, they're like around $38. Everything has went up. All the goods, everything, useful items, tools, cars, used cars, everything has went up. So yeah, there are food prices are expected to rise, and your paychecks are probably going to stay the same, and your utilities probably go up, and gas, of course, is going up. So it's not balancing out. It's not going to balance out. It's not. It really isn't. Yeah. Somebody's going down. Well, who's going down? You are missing the conversation. Oh, Red Cloud Honey. Yeah, well, yeah, I think everybody's heard about that. I really do. Yeah, we gotta do what we can to stay. We gotta do what we can to stay on here. You all, we do. I've got to be very careful what I share, because it's important for us to keep this line of communication open. It is. We can share with each other and encourage one another. We can by researching things. And a lot of stuff is educational. I like education. I love it. I really do. I love all of that goes with it. Yeah. King Ahuka Mundo, thank you for joining. Oh my gosh. Toyota is $30,000. I seen where like this new Jeep, I don't know what kind it is, they wanted $58,000. Some like go $68,000. You can get a vehicle for the price of a trailer, or maybe a small price of the house. And when you want to go buy a house, those house prices are going through the roof. They really are. But what's going to happen? It's like when I lived in Nevada back in the 90s or something like that. And then my in-laws, they moved out there, but they moved back here in 2000. Their house literally tripled in value, and then the housing bubble popped. Yeah, just think, you can have your house, and then over the course of years, it can literally triple in price. It's an inflationary bubble, and then boom, you can make some money. But when it goes down, sorry, it's all gone. It really is. Yeah, too much truth will make you start questioning things, and people in the big club don't want you to think too much. You might hurt yourself. Well, some people might hurt themselves. Too much information. It's like this. Much study wearies the body. It really is. The more the knowledge, the more the grief. And in some instances, it is very grievous to know more. It really is. And the more you look into things, it could literally take its toll on you. It really could. And then you have to weigh: is it worth it for me to focus on this? Am I able to literally keep the peace within? Sometimes we're not able to keep the peace within because we're focusing on so much negativeness. You can be aware of it. You can, and not let it consume you, because you've got to keep the balance. You've got to keep the balance. Let's face it. There's more to this life than inflation. There's more to this life than UFOs. There's more to this life than aliens and demons and all of this stuff. We're trying to live. We got to live. We got our families. We got our loved ones. We've got it. Okay, we got to live. We got to survive. It literally feels like you're going into survival mode. And, we got to be able to enjoy our lives. We really do. Live each day. And make the most of it, okay? And appreciate those who are around us. You all, we really do. And it doesn't matter, wherever you're at. You've got to embrace the simple things in life. Sometimes the simple things are the things that are going to bring you the most peace, the most joy within, because they're not complicated. There's no strings attached to the simple things in life. There isn't. When we start focusing on a lot of other things, life gets complicated. It really gets complicated. And That's all right, you all. We got to bring balance. We got to bring the balance back into our lives. Even though the world is not balanced, we got to maintain the balance in our own life on an individual level. We do, for us and our family. So I am going to go. Thank you all for your comments. And it's inflation's nothing to blink an eye at, because it affects us. It's all in every facet of our life. It's a domino effect. It is. So with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And thank you all for commenting on here. It's good to read comments. It really is. I like to go back and read them too. I like to read them in the live stream. And I like to read the comments that are below the videos after they're posted. And I know it's like only maybe 25% of people's comments, even after a video is posted, determining it's all determined on what type that video, what that topic is. Over 75% of the comments never even make it under the videos anymore, and that's kind of sad. It really is. But I like to read the comments. I do. It's good to stay connected, and we've got to keep the lines of communication open as long as we can, as long as it is possible, and as long as it depends on me. I'm going to be at peace with everyone. You know, that's what you're told to do. As long as it is possible, as long as it depends on you, be at peace with everyone while not sacrificing your integrity. Okay, don't sacrifice your integrity to keep the peace, okay? Because you got to live with yourself. I've got to live with me. You got to live with you, okay? But we can do what we can to keep the peace. Have a wonderful rest of your day.